Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this bright orange spring inspired makeup look. I did this look a few days ago and I loved it, so I felt like recreating it and filming it for you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start off by spraying my face with the Morphe Brushes facial spray, and this is the green one. I believe it has cucumber and I don't exactly remember what else. And then I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer and just tap it in with my fingers. Then to move on to eyeshadow, I'm going to be using my Morphe Brushes 35O palette. And I'm going to be using that light shade and my Morphe M516 brush to go ahead and set that primer so we have a clean, clear canvas. Then moving on to that lighter orange in the same palette, I'm going to place it on my crease. It's going to be used as my transition shade. And for my brush, I'm using the Morphe M505 brush. I'm just going to place it on the crease and blend it as much as we can. Then going back into the palette with that bright orange shade in the very corner and using that same brush, we're just going to place this a little lower than that first shade and just blend it in just to add more color onto our crease. And I do apologize if you guys hear noises in the back. My son is right here messing with my stuff. Then I'm going to go back into the palette and use the darker orange that we have right there with my Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to focus this one on the crease more than anything and then just blend it all out. And using my Morphe M504 brush, I'm just going to blend all the colors together. Moving on to that orange shimmer shade, we're going to apply it all over our lid with a flat eyeshadow brush. And this is from my makeup brush set. It just has a name. It's a short eyeshadow brush. And then I wanted something a little more brighter than that darker orange, so I just went ahead and applied a light shimmer shade over it. Then using that same Morphe M423 brush, I'm just going to go back in and blend that shimmer shade and the oranges together. Then moving on to mascara, I'm going to be using Tarteist mascara. I'm just going to apply it on my top lashes. Moving on to my face using the Hard Candy Sheer MB Pore Defense Primer Serum. I'm just going to apply it mostly, focusing it where I have my pores and then just blending out to the rest of my skin. Then I'm going to move on to my foundation. I'm going to be using Makeup Forever HD foundation. I will link my shade down below because I don't have it in front of me right now. So I'm just going to dot it all over my face with my finger, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my Real Techniques complexion sponge and blend it out. Then for my concealers, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Better Skin concealer and my Morphe concealer. Once again, I will link the shades down below for you guys. And I'm just going to apply 3 stripes under my eyes. And I'm going to use a very small Real Techniques complexion sponge to blend it out. I just got these at Ulta and I like them, guys. They're pretty good. Now using my Airspun translucent coverage powder, I'm going to use that same small complexion sponge to put the powder under my eyes to set the concealer. I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to like press in the powder into my skin. Then moving on to my contour, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Concealer in the shade Toast. Just apply some lines and then using my Morphe, let me see, Morphe M512 brush to blend it all out. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade of Warm Beige, which I feel like it's a little too light for me, so I have to go get another one. I'm going to be using the Morphe J36 brush to just pat that powder in. And then to bronze out my face and set that cream contour, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Bronzer in Deep Tan in my Morphe M527 brush. As you can tell, I love Morphe brushes. They're like pretty amazing. And I do have the monthly subscription, which I did leave a link down below. And if you guys use my link to sign up, you guys will get a free brush. Then for my bottom lash line, I'm going to be using the Morphe E36 brush and going back in with that dark orange to place it under there. And then that same brush using that lighter orange that we use as transition shade to blend that color out. And there's no lines or anything, just to diffuse it. And then just applying my Tarteist mascara as well on the bottom lash line. Then for highlight, I'm going to be using my OfraCosmetics highlighter in Blissful. This is my favorite highlighter that I see. It's so pigmented. I need to order different ones from them. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M510 brush because it is amazing for highlighting. So I will be using that to highlight and just look at that glow. As you can tell, I was obsessed. I was like drenching myself in that highlight. Then moving into blush, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rose Champagne. And just using my Morphe E3 brush to apply it. I like this brush for blush. I don't know why. Then applying my Dodo Lashes in D105. I will leave a link down below because I do have a discount code with them. So yeah, you guys should totally check them out. They're so inexpensive and they're pretty good quality, honestly. Moving on to my lips, I'm going to be using my Nabi lip liner in dark brown. And I'm just lining my lips and then I'm going to fill them in. And the reason I did fill them in was because that orange that I used, this NYX Liquid Suede, and this is in the shade Orange County. It's a pretty bright orange, guys, so I was a little scared. So to tone it down a little and for it not to be so bright, I just used a dark brown lip liner on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can hear my son and my husband in the background. They're literally in the kitchen just yelling. Then going back in with my Morphe 35O palette and just using that shimmer shade. I'm going to apply it in my inner corner for some highlight. Then moving on to my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Just going to go ahead and set my face. And that, guys, is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this. And I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or comment. And yeah, love you guys. Bye.